Welcome all. In this lecture, we are discussing about series and parallel operation of thyristor. So consider a single thyristor T. So during on time, it will be closed and the current I will be carried by the thyristor. And during off time, the voltage V will be blocked by this thyristor. So this I, the current flown that can be that can be flown through the thyristor during on time is called the current rating of the thyristor, and the voltage V that can be blocked when it is in off state is called the voltage rating. Okay, suppose we have to increase this current and voltage. Obviously we can select a thyristor which is having high current or voltage rating. Okay, and there is a limit for this, and even if the required current and voltage rating is high, we have to use the series and parallel operation. Okay, for increasing the voltage rating we are using series operation. Okay, similar to the resistors. Okay, so we get the total voltage by using V1 plus V2 plus etc Vn. So if there is n n thyristors, the total voltage that can block by this group is called will be V total, which is equal to V1 plus V2 plus etc Vn. Similarly, for increasing the current rating, we can use the parallel operation. Okay, so it will be parallel, and the total current will be the sum of each thyristor currents I1 plus I2 plus etc In. Okay, for n thyristors. Okay, and again this will be using thyristors having same voltage rating, and the efficiency of this operation will be depending upon the string efficiency, which is equal to V total by N into V rated, where V total is the total voltage and N is the number of thyristors used, and V rated is the rated voltage of one thyristor. Okay. Similarly, for current will be I total by N into I rated, where N is the total number of thyristors used and I rated is the rated current of one thyristor. Okay. And we are calling it as this group as a string. Okay, that is why it is called string efficiency. And so this is the ideal operation, and if you are considering the series operation of thyristor, series operation will be for achieving a higher voltage rating. Means voltage rating will be occurring, or voltage rating is getting importance while off state. Okay, so we have to consider the forward blocking region of the thyristor. Okay, so during the series operation, each thyristor will be in the forward blocking mode. Okay, and if for each thyristor the cara may be different. Okay, suppose T1 is having a cara like this, T2 will be other. It will be following another cara. Okay, and in series operation the current will be same. Okay, the thyristors will be having same current. Okay, it is since it is in series. Okay, so we are expecting the voltage should be equal, but if the current is same, means this will be the current. Okay, so the T1 will be having a voltage V1 and V2 will be having a voltage V2 across it. Okay, and but the voltage are different. Okay, so this is a problem. This is an undesirable condition because it decreases the string efficiency. Okay, because we are designing in such a way that the voltage will be shared equally. Okay, so we have to equalize this voltage sharing, and for equalizing the voltage sharing, we are using resistors in parallel to each thyristor, which are equal in value R. The values are equal. Equal valued resistors are connected across each thyristors. And we can find the resistor which will make this voltage sharing. an equal voltage sharing between the series thyristors. And so while we are using this resistor, we are assuming that this will be equal, the whole voltage will be equal, the shared voltage, the all thyristors will be sharing equal voltage. So V1 will be equal to V2 will be equal to etc Vn. Okay, all the thyristors, since it is n for n thyristors, total it is Vs. So for finding R, first we can apply the KCL at this junction. So KCL is here IT1 and I1 is the entering current and leaving current is IT2 and I2. Okay, so it will become IT1 plus I1 is equal to IT2 plus I2. So this is the KCL equation. Okay, where IT1 is the current flowing through T1 and IT2 is the current to be flown through IT2 for making the voltages same. Okay, we are making the voltage same by connecting R, where IT2 minus IT1 is termed as delta IT, the change in current shared by the current through the thyristors. Okay, so by KCL we will get this equation. So from this we can write I2 as I1 plus IT1 minus this IT2 here. Okay. So we can write I1 minus IT2 minus IT1, and this is delta IT. Okay. So we can term it as I2 is equal to I1 minus delta IT. So this is the I2, and again total voltage Vs will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus etc Vn. Or we can write, assuming for in order to make the same voltage, we can say that V1 is kept like this and there will be n. So including V1 will be n terms. So without n, V1 will be n minus terms into V2. Okay. So n minus 1 into V2. So again V2 will be equal to, V2 is actually the voltage across this. So this voltage is same as the voltage across R. So voltage across R is I2 into R, IR, V equal to IR formula. Okay. So we can write as V2 equal to I2R. So equation will become like this. Okay. So again I2 can be replaced by this equation, I1 minus delta IT. Okay. So we'll get I1 minus delta IT into R. So this is the equation. So again we can multiply this. So we can write n minus 1 into I1 into R plus minus n minus 1 into delta IT into R. So we can term like this. We can multiply n minus 1 into R by I1 and n minus 1 into R by delta IT. So we get like this. Okay. So again I1 R is actually the voltage across this resistor, it is V1. So we can say I1 R as V1. Then V1 plus n minus 1, V1 is V1 plus n V1 minus V1. So we'll get n V1. Okay. So it will become n V1 minus this term. From this we can find R. Okay. R is equal to n V1 minus Vs divided by n minus 1 delta T. So this is the equation for R. Thus we can find the value of R, which will make the voltage sharing equal. Okay. So that is the design for equalization of voltage sharing circuit. Okay. We have to connect a parallel resistance having equal value along parallel to all thyristors, and the value is this much. Next is parallel operation. Okay. In parallel operation also, parallel operation is occurring while on condition, because current, it is current writing. So current is flowing while on condition. So again here also, if the cara is changing, so for again the voltage across the thyristors will be equal, since it is parallel. So for a equal voltage, T1 will be sharing this much current and T2 will be sharing this much current. Okay. So again it will be undesirable condition, because this is sharing thyristor 2 is sharing more current than its rated current. Okay. So it is sharing more current. Okay. So it will become heat and it will become damaged. Okay. So in order to avoid this, we are using a mutual coupled coils, okay, in series with the thyristors. So this dot convention is determining the polarity of the voltage. Suppose I1 is getting increased. Okay, so if I1 is getting increased means the mutual inductance will cause MD I1 dt across here. Okay, MD I1 dt here. So it will be a higher value. If I1 is higher means this will be higher. So this voltage will increase this this current I2 since it is a appear as a EMF. Okay, the induced EMF will be appearing as EMF. So according to this, if the I1 is increased means this M di1 dt will be the mutual induced EMF across this. Okay, so it will increase this I2, and here it will be minus, so it will decrease the I1. Okay, and if I1 decreased means this will be I2 will be increased. So again M di2 by dt will be the voltage here, and obviously the EMF will increase this I1. So by this action I1 and I2 will be equal. If I1 and I2 will be equal means the induced EMF will be same, and it will be there will be no EMF effect. Okay, so this can be used in order to equalize the current sharing in parallel operation. With this we can wind up this session. Thank you.